Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will put toe to leather to crank us up. Boom. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Bulls offense will get the first crack at it here. The Golden Knights took down the Bulls, perhaps by the horns the last time they met, and won the war on I-4.
Yeah, UCF feels like since moving to the Big 12, they're starting to recruit better players, and I think that was the difference the last time these two teams met up. They just seemed to be bigger and stronger when the game was on the line.
And obviously, the war on I-4 is awesome, and this is a good rivalry game that's kind of budding, but one thing you talked about speed, Palmer. In the state of Florida, you have speed, and UCF has a lot of speed, a lot of playmakers, and it was on full display.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Bounce House is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Brown will throw it. He's going to run it. It's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the UCF Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it, the war on I-4? I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Bulls want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hughes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Brown will throw it. He's got him this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nimrod. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, when UCF and USF get together, it's like a UFC match. Fiery and feisty. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Fellas, so much intrigue when UCF and USF face off. Let's get things back to you.
And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, UCF. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Snagged in the middle. It's Norton.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Lots of running room. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun to give, looking for room. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Brown will throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more. And
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The short hands, it's Hughes. He's loose. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the offense just going to spike it here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.